Welcome back to Broken Electronics. I'm Lee, and it's wonderful you could stop by here today. I'm going to be turning my attention, and hopefully your attention, to that 2004 eMac that I picked up recently on a Facebook Marketplace expedition. I noticed once we got it booted up that it only has 512 megabytes of RAM, which is sufficient to run Panther. Panther actually can run on 256, which is what the machine originally shipped with. But the machine should be capable of running Tiger or Leopard, or both, without any great problem at all on 1.25 gigahertz G4. So I ordered 2 gigabytes of RAM to put in there. However, as I'm waiting, it's going to take a little bit of time for that RAM to come in, I dug into my box of RAM, which is getting kind of overstuffed. And believe me, anybody who spends time with retro computing will have a box of RAM available. And I found I had 3 sticks of 512 megabyte DDR2, which is the appropriate RAM. So I took one of those, put it into the empty slot, and now the machine has got 1 gigabyte. So what I'm going to do while I'm still waiting for that new RAM to come in is do some work with the installation of Panther. You may recall, if you saw that video, that the seller quite wisely reinstalled Panther from the setup disk that he had. That put 10.3.4, I believe it was, on there, which needs to be updated. Unfortunately, Apple no longer has the updates for Panther or earlier. Tiger and above, you can just click Software Update, just like it was new, and down come your updates. Now you click Software Update, and it just churns for a while and gives up. Apple does have those updates available, so I'm going to show you how to find that, and then we'll go about putting those updates in. So, if you're interested in seeing how to go about updating your Panther installation, since this machine will run others, but there are certainly machines that can run Panther and can't go much higher than that. So, if you're interested in seeing the process, please stay tuned. Well, here we are on the Catalina desktop on the Mac Pro. We'll zip along here to Safari. This is the page where Apple has archived all of its updates. support.apple.com/downloads. Now, for our purposes, we can select our specific need, which is Mac OS. And you just got to start clicking load more results, load more results, load more results, load more results. We started to see some High Sierra things. We're in 2019. Load more results, load more results. And this basically goes on forever until finally you get down to the vicinity of 2003, 2004, where you can find the Panther updates, or Jaguar for that matter, or Puma, or even Cheetah, if you want to update those. Okay, now what I have done is on my network file server, I have a folder called Old Mac Apps, where I have archived these things. It will load up and bring this down. Mac OS. And we can find various things here. Here's the Mac OS combo update to 10.3.9. And we can also look in here, find the Java updates for Panther. So we've got several that we will have to find in here. Yeah, 10.3.9. I'm not dead sure what that is, but I'm going to have to look through and make sure, because I know there are some Java updates in here too. Well, in any event, I have archived the necessary things, so I will be powering up the eMac and get those installed. So, you want to check that out? Please stay tuned. Okay, here we are. I was going to do the usual obligatory apology for the strobing on the CRT, but at least from what I can see in the viewfinder here, it's not bad at all. Okay, getting on the internet with this machine is problematic. Now I'm going to check one thing. Look at universal access. Nope.
Press the Option key 5 times.
Okay. Now, one of the things that you can do on later versions of the operating system is to increase the size of the cursor pointer, because it's kind of easy to lose. Well, Safari really can't get anywhere, and no one has really done much in terms of a web browser that would function. So as far as getting the internet, we're basically toast. But getting on the local network is not that bad. So I've opened up a Finder window, and up here, click on Network. And yes, here are the variety of computers that I have on the network. Yes, I have a lot of computers. But we also have this here. Okay. All right, let's connect. And Extreme Data shows up right here. And old Mac apps. And Mac OS. Okay, yeah, one thing, by the way, I wanted to verify here. Yes, we do have that 1 gigabyte of DDR SD RAM now. It's not DDR2, it's DDR. Yeah, well, because I would have had plenty. All right. Now, there are a number of updates that we're going to need here. But I think what we're going to start out with, the macOS Combo Updater. .3.9. Now there are going to be some others to do. Connection is kind of slow here. There we are. Okay. I'll close that for a second here. Open the disk image. Skip the verification. And here's our updater. Okay. Should have turned the light on in here, but I didn't want to. Okay, so this is going to go through a bit here, configuring the installation, and the machine is going to have to restart just as it would on any update. Remaining about 2 minutes, about 3 minutes. So I'm going to take pity on you and I'll bring you back in a bit. Stay tuned. Okay, software successfully installed. We now need to restart. And we'll see how long this boot up takes. Right. I got to admit, this is probably the nicest CRT I have ever seen. This is a cool computer. It really is. It was well thought out. And here we are. There's our desktop. And about this Mac. 10.3.9. There we go. Okay, now there's a Java update or two I have to run and maybe something else. So I'm going to have to reconnect to the file server, move those across, and we'll be back in a bit. Stay tuned. All right, once again, 10.3.9. Not sure we're going to see much of anything else in here. No, we're not. Okay, so what I'm going to need to do now, I installed Java updates, so I'll need to go through and see if perhaps there are any that I missed, but I think we're okay. And then we're going to get some programs on here, and we need to get Mac OS 9 on here to run some Classic. Stay tuned. Okay, yeah, we're getting a little strobing now. Maybe it's the changing light. All right. First thing, OS9 general.dmg. This I got from Macintosh Garden, of course. It's intended for exactly this purpose, to drop the required folders for OS 9 into an installation of either Panther or Tiger for use in Classic. So that's basically what I'm going to do, is just copy everything over. Must be a lot of applications in there. It's getting there. Okay, document should be quick because there's nothing in it. Desktop folder, same thing. Oh, I guess it doesn't copy. Oh. Cannot be replaced because it is invisible. Yeah, all right. And then the trash, which will also be invisible, and system folder. Oh, boy. I wouldn't think it would take that long. But then again, this is from 2004, so... And it is a G4. A good G4, but still in all, a G4. All right. Now... here's classic. Okay, Macintosh hard drive, system folder. Okay. All right, it's going to update those files. And we might as well eject that now. Okay. And classic is running. All right. We'll start something. How about simple text? Yep, simple text opens right up under classic. No worries. Okay, this is a good thing. Now, I need to put applications on, of course. We can delete this. Okay. But I lose track of exactly what will run on Panther and what won't. I know there's a version of NeoOffice that will run on Panther. I know that because I did it back in the day. I have 2 versions saved. This is the earlier of the 2, so I'm thinking it must be it. Let's see if it installs. Yep, we're good. All right. Now, there are going to be numerous other things to be installed. Again, I'm going to need to fuss a little bit to see what's actually going to run on Panther as opposed to ones that would require Tiger. So I will fiddle around with that, and we will be back certainly with a final word for this video. Stay tuned. Well, okay, here we are. Our dock is quite a bit fuller. We have iTunes and iPhoto, iMovie were all already there, but we've added GarageBand and iDVD. There are some upgrades to those. Those are all working. NeoOffice, in fact, runs very, very well on Panther. I also put in AppleWorks just to have an alternative. The Print Shop, which is one of my favorites there. I added the Documents folder and yes, the games. Let's see. How about After Dark Games? How about roof rats. Okay. Oh, wow. Those speakers are pretty powerful, aren't they? Okay, so we're going to get out of roof rats there. But that's running, of course, under classic, which is great. That's working fine. And that does remind me just to check out the yeah, these speakers are good. They're not the Apple Pro speakers as one is used to on the iMac G4, excuse me. I wish on the G5. But very, very good. Okay. We'll turn that off. All right. So we are awaiting RAM on this machine, at which point I will probably destroy this installation that I've worked so hard on. I'm curious. Let's look up here. Yeah, I mean that's taken up a healthy amount of space anyway, but 18 gig, not quite. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff down there. So yeah, to get this and a full Tiger install and a Leopard install, maybe I just won't do Tiger. That might actually work. Well, but that all remains to be seen. So obviously we're going to have another video on this. Be good to other people who need it and deserve it. Be good to yourselves, because it all must start from there. We can make the world a better place. It isn't yet. So please take very, very good and careful care. Yeah, one more video at least on this machine. I've had so much fun with this eMac. I've got to tell you, it is a cool little machine. Well, a cool big machine. It weighs 50 pounds. Yeah, we've got some more Mac Pro things coming up. Some Power.Mac G4, Power.Mac G5, laptops, just a whole bunch of stuff. So until all of those things are up and available on the channel, this has been Broken Electronics.